The Toronto Blue Jays should not trade any of their catchers. Hello, Blue Jays fans, and welcome back to another episode of Hey Jays, the Toronto Blue Jays review, where I talk about everything new with Toronto's Major League Baseball team. My name is Lucas Bell, the host of Hey Jays, and there's some pretty crazy trade rumors of the Blue Jays possibly trading some of their catchers. And what do I think of this? It's a terrible idea. Don't do it. Hear me out. The Toronto Blue Jays have a lot of depth in the catching position. That's probably why they might trade some of them. But it's good depth. If you have a whole bunch of bad catchers, you still have depth. It's just not good depth. But the Blue Jays have good depth. Alejandro Kirk, obviously a great player. Gabriel Moreno, young, cannon behind the plate. And Danny Jansen, a good veteran to sort of be a leader on this team full of young players. Ben Nicholson Smith tweeted something regarding this situation and a possible trade. Let me read it out. Per Ross Atkins, rival teams are extremely interested in all three of the Jays catchers. Jays have to be open to deals, but aren't necessarily going to make a move there unless return is right for improving MLB team, per Ross Atkins. So, yeah, there's a chance. But Ben Nicholson Smith thinks that it's not for sure. But I'm going to go into all three of the catchers and why you shouldn't trade them. Okay, so the first catcher, Alejandro Kirk, elite. The defense, people don't give him enough credit for the defense that he has. Alejandro Kirk, great defensively. He has a pretty good arm. He's not too bad. And he's really good at framing. And his offense, he just won a Silver Slugger, congratulations again, but it's insane, it is brutal, the amount of hits he can get, just the singles, it's mental. He's such a good player, he has such a good eye for the ball, he can hit it all over the field, and that's just with his contact. He has power. It may not be there all the time. It's not his thing, but he has it. 14 home runs. Not a lot, but that's still really good for someone who's mainly just a contact hitter. Though one thing he does need to work on is his weight and size. He's a big person. He does need to slim down a bit. You just get a bit faster. And yeah, that this guy might make the Hall of Fame. Alejandro Kirk is so incredible, and so incredibly underrated. This guy is awesome. Next player, the Blue Jays veteran, Danny Jansen. So Danny Jansen's kind of the opposite of Alejandro Kirk, but he does have a good arm. And something I forgot to mention about Alejandro Kirk, he can walk. He is one of 6 players who has a walking percentage higher than a strikeout percentage. That was Alejandro Kirk. Now back to Danny Jansen. Danny Jansen, a great player. He has power, lots of power. He's a pull hitter. That's his thing. The speed, he's fast for a catcher. He's a pretty good player, Danny Jansen. He mostly hits to left field, but Danny Jansen, I call him the 3-run homer king. He seems to have so many 3-run home runs. He's a really good player, veteran, but here's one reason why I'm not saying get rid of Danny. Because Gabriel Moreno, he's a young catcher, and Danny Jansen could sort of mentor him a bit. Help him become a better catcher. Danny Jansen is a veteran. He could do that for Alejandro Kirk a bit too. But like, if you keep Danny Jansen around for a year, have a mentor, Gabriel Moreno, for that year, and then you trade him with 1 year left on his contract, that I like this plan. So now the next player, Gabriel Moreno, the young catcher, Gabriel Moreno. His arm is just, I'm not even sure if it's an arm. Like, can you call it an arm? I'm pretty sure it's a cannon. But like, he is so outstanding defensively. He's a little wild, but his arm is brutal. Now, the offense isn't as good. You can tell he's going to be a contact hitter. But, like, in a few years, maybe even, like, 2023 season, he's going to be such a good player. The offense will come around. It will be shooting base hits all over the place. And I'm pretty sure the Blue Jays should keep this guy on the Blue Jays, because in, like, 2 or 3 years, he's probably going to be an all-star. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.